By the end of this video, you will learn exactly how my brand new AI customer acquisition and retention engine, or CARE for short, will help you from point of sale through the entire onboarding process of a brand new customer or client for any digital marketing services you decide to sell within your high-level account. This is probably one of the biggest challenges most digital agency owners or local small business consultants face when it comes to getting a client, is what to do next, right? And this CARE engine, for short, basically solves that problem for you. It essentially automates every single task that you might have done manually in the past and ensures that no stone gets left unturned when it comes to ensuring that your clients are receiving the attention and care, no pun intended or pun intended, that they need in order to feel like they're getting the value from the product or service that you're offering them. And so that's where this really helps you take your agency or business to a whole nother level. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how it works. I'm going to show you all the ins and outs of the CARE engine. So yeah, buckle up. Let's go. Hey guys, my name is Kerry Knoll, and I've been a digital agency owner for the past 16 years or so. And I essentially also do digital information products, helping local small business consultants and digital agency owners such as myself with all sorts of different training and software. And my agency software of choice is none other than High Level. Okay, so here we are inside of the dashboard for the AI Customer Acquisition and Retention Engine, or CARE engine for short. And so what I've done here is I've built a few automations. I've actually built a little bit of a funnel system and a form. And I've done a lot of, I've done some custom values as well in here to help keep it running smoothly. So let's just check out the custom values first. So we'll go to Settings, Custom Values, and then we're going to go to Folders here. So we have a folder called the AI Customer Acquisition and Retention Engine. So we'll click into that folder, which has these 5 variables or custom values. And the first one is the CARE calendar URL. So this is a calendar specifically built for the CARE system. Then we have the CARE customer onboarding forms. This is a form that any customer or client will be presented with to fill out once they've made a purchase. Then we have the CARE from email, the CARE from name. This goes into the emails to be sent out to the customer or client. And then we have the CARE Stripe billing portal URL, which you can get from your own Stripe account and add it in here. So this allows you to send out reminders, and I'll show you about that too, so that if people don't make their payments, they are sent email reminders and follow-ups, and they can go in to your Stripe billing portal and update their payment method to make sure that they you get paid and they don't get their services canceled. Okay, so those are custom values. The other system, or part of the system, is back under automation. So we'll go into automations, and inside of automations we have a folder called the AI Customer Acquisition Retention Engine folder. Once we click into that, we've got these 5 folders. So we have the 3-step retention system, we have the abandoned cart folder, we have account status folder, we have an onboarding folder, and we have purchases folder. So we're going to start with purchases. So inside of purchases, these are all the digital information products / services that we offer to our clients and customers. And so we have a specific workflow for each one of these particular products that are set up under payments inside of our high-level account as well, which I'll show you in a sec. But we pretty much are offering any and all of the marketing engines I've built through Marketing Engines AI, which is my white label version of High Level. And so we have purchased, the AI Local Sales Funnel website. We have purchased the AI Smart Sales Funnel website system. We have purchased the Appointment Booking AI Employee, purchased the Birthday Celebration AI Employee, purchased the Blog Post AI Employee, purchased the Conversation AI Receptionist. This is the website chat widget. We have purchased the customer referral AI employee. We have purchased the email newsletter AI employee. We have purchased the lead reactivation AI employee. We have purchased missed call text back. We have purchased review management AI employee. We have purchased SMS sales AI employee, and we have finally purchased voice AI receptionist. All right, so if I click into that workflow, I'm just going to show you real quick how that looks and how that works. So essentially, orders submitted through our form with the right product being purchased. That's has to be updated once you add the products. Unfortunately, with a snapshot like this, so far, High Level does not allow us to push over the actual products that were created as well to match up. So that is a little bit of a tedious task, unfortunately. Then we're assigning a user. Then we're adding a tag for whatever they purchased, right? In this case, Voice AI Receptionist. We're moving to the initial payment received stage in our pipeline. Then we are removing them from the abandoned cart sequence. We're sending an internal notification email that looks a little like this. So it comes from the Care bot, and it basically tells you how much you've collected for the sale on what they purchased. Then we're actually sending an SMS as well. If we have that set up, that'll go out too. Then we have an email that goes out to the actual customer or client that purchases, thank you for your purchase. And then it's a little nice introduction email, and it confirms their purchase. And we have an SMS that matches that as well that can go out to them. And then we're adding them to a workflow called 01 Onboarding Step 1 Gather Resources. All right, so every one of these purchased workflows works exactly the same. We're just tagging differently based on the product that they purchased and have a little bit different price point in the subject for the sale, etc. So that's purchases folder. Then we go back in the very next step. We are actually doing the onboarding, because the next thing that happens is they get put into this 01 onboarding step 1 gather resources. As you can see, then we have 02 onboarding step 2 customer onboarding form submitted, and then step 3 onboarding, which is customer service setup configuration is completed. So we'll go into the first one just to show you that real quick. So this is the gathering resources. So this assigns to user. We're creating the opportunity or moving them to the next stage, which is gather resources from client. And then we're sending this email out to the actual client or customer with the subject step 1, gathering resources. And it says, again, thanks for your recent purchase. Please fill out the form below to provide us with all the information and resources we need in order to provide the service or services you just purchased. And there's a link, and it's all done with custom values. So that gets sent out with a link to the form. Once they fill out the form triggers onboarding step number 2. And so this gets kicked off by the form getting filled out, assigns the user. We move them to the next stage, set up and configure sold services. We send an internal email basically allowing us to know that the form had been submitted, right, for the onboarding process. And then they send an email to the client or customer that says, thank you for filling out the onboarding form. Right, we'll be in touch as soon as your product or service is set up. Okay, so that is the second workflow here under onboarding. And then finally, that third one gets kicked off when we either add a tag called complete, setup complete, or we actually physically move the card for the customer or the contact, in this case inside of the system, to the next stage, right, which is service setup and completed. So then when that happens, we sign a user, we add tag setup complete if it hasn't been added already. We remove from all stages. Otherwise, we move them to these 2 stages, services setup and configuration completed, and we also move them to payment received for monthly services because they already made their initial setup fee and monthly payment. And then we send an internal notification email, again, allowing us to know when the service has been completed. So that makes sure we're all on the same page. And then we send this out to the client or customer. Your service or services setup and configuration is complete, right? We have good news. We have completed setup and configuration for your service or services. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask by email me directly. Talk soon. And so it's pretty vanilla in that regard. Okay, after that's over with, everything is basically completed. Then we go back here and we have our 3-step retention system. So while some of this was happening prior to the completion of the setup of the service, they get this step 1, the royal welcome email. This, I can't remember who had this or who had this idea, but it was not mine originally. I did get it from some other high leveler that created it, so thank you for that, whoever that was, I can't remember. But we do the welcome email here that basically welcomes them. So excited for you to join us. First off, thanks for allowing us to help you. You made a great decision. We'll be in touch soon with the list of everything we need for you to set up your services. So that's just the royal welcome email. And then we're adding them to step 2 of the on-demand help workflow. So if we go back here and we open up that workflow, on-demand help, step 2. It just sends one email that basically says to the customer client, office hours, essentially it says our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If they're different, you can obviously modify that. That means if you have any questions related to our services we provide, we are available to assist you. Feel free to book an appointment via Zoom if you have any questions. So this is another custom value that I showed you originally for the Kerry calendar URL. So they can then book an appointment, you can hop on Zoom with them and give them any assistance they may need. Then we add them to the workflow here, step 3, proactive check-in. So we'll hop into that workflow. And inside this workflow, it's a little bit more robust. Basically, we assign a user, we wait 14 days, we remove a tag, we send them the first email, that's a 14-day check-in. The subject is 14-day check-in. It's been 14 days now since you signed up for service, so I wanted to check in with you to see how it's going. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Feel free to reach out to me directly or book an appointment via Zoom if you have any questions or need any assistance. And then we wait 16 days and we send a 30-day email that looks very similar with a 30-day check-in. It's been 30 days. We wait 30 more days. We send a 60-day check-in email to see how things are going. Then we wait 30 more days. We send a 90-day email that checks in with them. Okay. We wait 90 days and we send them the 5th email, which is 180 days from the day they sign up. And it follows up with them after 180 days to see how things are going. Then we wait 185 more days and we send them that final email number 6, basically 1 year from the date of initial sign up. And so it's a 1-year check-in. And we could add more if we want, but that's all we need and that's all we have for now. Then we have those other 2 folders. So if we go back here, we have abandoned cart, of course, which is if they were to go to the website that you send them to check out and make a purchase, and they fill out the first part, but they don't complete the process for some reason or another, we put them in this abandoned cart sequence. So this abandoned cart sequence basically just follows up with them to ensure that they complete their purchase. So we move them to the opportunity abandoned cart, add a tag for that, send an internal email notifying us that a lead has just abandoned their cart. We wait 10 minutes. We send an SMS that basically says, hey, your name here with your business name, saw you didn't finish checking out. Looks like you started the process but didn't complete your purchase. Do you mind sharing with me what stopped you from checking out? If you don't want to text from us, reply out. Okay, we have that. Then we send an email at the same time. That email is very simple. It says, did you forget something? Looks like you started checkout. Same verbiage essentially. And then we send them back to the domain where they can check out. We wait 15 minutes or until contact replies to SMS number 1. If they reply to SMS number 1, we go down this path. If they did not reply to SMS number 1 after 15 minutes, they go this path. So let's say they did reply. We send thanks for your input as an SMS. We just send this little verbiage here. Gotcha. Thanks for invaluable input. It's much appreciated. We move them to abandoned cart. Contact replied to SMS. It's another stage in the funnel. We send an internal notification via email, and it says basically a new lead just replied to via SMS, and it shows what they said, which is great. And then we wait 1 day or until it's 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. We send email number 2. So again, we're still sending them follow-up emails. I think you actually left this behind because they haven't made the purchase yet. Once they actually make the purchase, then as you remember, if you remember back to when I showed you the purchase workflow, we're removing them automatically from the abandoned cart sequence. So they won't get any more follow-ups in here if they make the purchase, okay? And then we send them a third email. a day later, and a fourth email after that, and then a fifth email. We stop it there. Now, if they didn't reply to that SMS, we send them another SMS. It just says, let me know. We wait 1 hour until they proceed to reply to that SMS. If they reply, then once they've replied, we send them back over here to the left side. If they did not reply, we continue down this side, wait 2 hours, send them another SMS. If they reply, move them back over here to the left again. If they don't reply, we send one more final SMS message at the very end here. We send more internal notification email letting us know they did not reply via SMS. Okay, and then we'll have to do some other manual operation at that point or whatever. And so we then automatically, after we send that internal email to ourselves letting us know that they didn't reply via SMS, we automatically send them over here to get further emails. Email 2, 3, 4, because this is all done in one day. These are done over several days. So that's the abandoned cart sequence. We'll walk out of there or get back to our folders. And then we have finally the last folder here, account status. So if they cancel services, they come into this workflow, which, in case they just cancel out of the blue, don't tell you or anything like that. Essentially, we send an internal email notification that says canceled. They canceled their subscription or their service, right? Cancel their high-level account, whatever that might look like or be. Then we send the same thing, cancel their high-level account. Essentially, is the same as canceling service, right? Because that's what they're paying for, is services within our high-level account. That, I clicked on something. Okay. Email number 1 is sent out to them. It says, their name is just goodbye. Unfortunately, it's been brought to our attention you've canceled our services. I'm sorry to hear you want to cancel anything you can do to help change your mind about giving up. Of course, if you're dead set and cancel, sad to see you go. I wish you the best. And use the whole Motel 6 slogan. We'll leave the light on for you when you're ready to come back. In the meantime, if you could do me a favor and let me know what you think by replying to this email. Your valuable feedback will help me provide a better experience for all current and future customers and is greatly appreciated. So we send that out. We remove tag active client. We add tag canceled services. We move them to the stage canceled monthly services. Okay, that's the canceled workflow. The next one is if their payment just fails, but they didn't actually cancel. They're put into this workflow. This workflow looks at all the different products they could have purchased, and if the payment status has failed, it puts them in here, and then it adds a tag payment failed, and puts them in the stage payment failed, and then we get an internal email notification that their payment failed. They did not pay their subscription. Then we do the internal notification email, internal notification SMS is what this is. I'm just going to add that here, SMS. And then we have email number 1, important reminder. So we send out an email to the customer or client. Unfortunately, payment has failed. Starting now, you have 3 days, 72 hours to make your payment. After 3 days, your payment hasn't made. Will automatically cancel your account, and you'll lose access to everything. Plus, the only way you'll ever be able to rejoin in the future is by paying the yearly option. So if you don't want to lose access and be able to continue to pay month to month, I highly suggest you make your payment in the next 72 hours. And then we give them a link to the billing portal. That's why we have that in the custom values as well. And we wait a day. We send a second email. It says, warning, you have 24 hours. Or I'm sorry, you have 2 days, 48 hours. We wait 1 day. Then we send the final notice basically saying you have 1 day or 24 hours. We wait 1 day. We send the fourth email alert. Your account has been scheduled for deletion. Right, it's been within the past 3 days and still haven't made the payment. And if that happens and they don't make payment, we move them to canceled monthly services. Okay, and then finally we have the payment received workflow. So as soon as they make a payment, and we check to see if payment is success, right? Has the tag payment failed, which they do, right? Right now they do. We're going to send this internal email that says payment success, and then we're going to do an internal SMS again. Let me just add SMS here, and then we're going to remove them from the workflow. Payment failed, right away, and then we're moving them from. We're basically creating the opportunity payment received for monthly services, so that's also happening, and then we're back on track. Everything is hunky dory, and everyone's happy. So this is the Care engine. This is the perfect solution for you if you're selling anything regarding digital marketing services inside a high level specifically, and using high levels, or want to use Stripe or PayPal or whatever payment gateway you want to use inside of high level with the order form, which I've already set up for you. And I'm going to show you that order form here too under Sites. So we go to Sites. I have the same type of folder here. We have Checkout and Onboarding. So I made it a separate funnel just for checkout, so that what you can essentially do is you can make it so it's something like Care or Checkout, whatever, as a subdomain with this specific page. And then the page just has the order form on it, and that's it. So you can set that up under your settings, and then selecting your subdomain you decide to use. It could be checkout. Your domain name instead of Care, whatever you want it to be. And then if we go back to funnels, we have onboarding, which is similar. So this is where that form resides that we create for them to fill out. And so again, I've used the word onboarding for my subdomain, but I wanted to be able to have these individualized so that you don't have to manipulate your primary domain in order to utilize sending people to these different pages, and having the ability to add additional things around these pages, right? Because obviously we can send them directly to the form if we want to, instead of to a page with the form on it, embedded on it. But then you can't have like a title, and you can't have a footer, and you can't have other things that maybe help promote your business or look more professional or polished or whatever it is. So we want to definitely consider that when doing this sort of stuff. So anyway, there you go. Those are the two funnels with one page each inside of each one of those funnels that basically are set up individually so that you can use a subdomain on each one of those if you want. That's the way I recommend you set them up. And of course we have the form under Builder inside the form. So we have the Care customer onboarding form. Now this is an all-encompassing form that essentially gathers all the information we could possibly need and resources for the business so that we can do what we need to do. Doesn't mean you won't have a separate phone call or conversation with them or Zoom meeting or something along those lines, or that they won't have to email you something down the road. This just helps streamline the process from the get-go. So we have first name, last name, phone, email, organization, address, website, owner bio or business story, owner headshot, business logo, business photo of outside or lobby, domain name, registrar information. So this would be wherever they have their domain, so you can set up their DNS records. Google business profile login credentials, so whatever Google account they use to access that, so that you can possibly add it for the reputation review engine or the reputation or review management AI employee. Business specialty or skill 1, 2, or 3 if they've got some kind of specifics. This more or less applies to the AI Smart Sales Funnel website system. We're also asking them for employee number 1, headshot for that employee, employee 2, headshot, employee 3, headshot. List of leads, not required. List of customers, not required. Of course, I put not required by any of these fields that are not required, so they don't feel like it's overwhelming. But this is also, we have that information to set up those other digital marketing services or engines from Marketing Engines AI. And then we have customer testimonial 1, quote and headshot, customer testimonial 2, quote and headshot, customer testimonial 3, quote and headshot, and then additional resources. If they've got PDFs, if they've got other documentation they want to share links to, they can upload, or files that they have, they can upload all that. And then of course they got to check off these couple boxes, and then they click the button there to submit all that information. So that's if they want to fill all of it out. Again, it's not all required. It all depends on the service that they decide to sign up for. Speaking of services, these are the services that we set up. Again, they're similar to the ones of the purchased workflows. So under payments, products, I have them all same listed here. There's 2 pages of them right now. So we have the voice AI receptionist, conversation AI receptionist, missed call text back. We have the birthday celebration AI employee, customer referral AI employee, the review management AI employee, appointment booking AI employee, the AI Smart Sales Funnel website system, the SMS sales AI employee, the lead reactivation AI employee, the email newsletter AI employee, the blog post AI employee, and finally the AI local sales funnel website engine. So we have all of these available for purchase for a customer or client, and you can send them to that checkout page, and they can, pick a la carte. They can pick more than pick any and all of the different services they want to purchase, depending on what you've talked to them about and sold them on, or however you want to do that. So, all right, that is it. I just wanted to make sure we got through all of the bells and whistles inside of this care engine, so you can see just how robust and powerful it is, and how it can take you from point of sale through the onboarding process to automatically, proactively checking in with your customer or client on various intervals of the 14-day, 30-day, 60-day, 9-day, 180, and 1 year. And of course, their account, if they're not making their payment for some reason, we have automatic follow-ups, alerts, ways for them to get caught up, make sure their payment that they're using is up to date, etc., through the billing portal. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And leave me a comment below if you have any questions regarding this, or if you even want to just have an opinion about what you think about this. That would be fantastic. I would appreciate that as well. And with that being said, I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.